road that we took into the BLM land was basically a dirt road.
This park is typically open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 a year.
So before we start, pay attention where you walk.
We are going to Wall Street.
Just an itty bitty bitty about a couple on the road, driving an RV, pulling a toad. No place special to roam, not looking for a home. Won't you come along with us? We are RPlaceTravels.
Hi. We're at Joshua Tree. We're at Joshua Tree. We're going to start exploring. We got here last night, and this is our campsite. Got what we can see out our front door. We're on BLM land, and we're going to go to the Welcome Center today. So why don't you come with us and see what we find, what we can do here. Oh, it's just beautiful. A little cold, but it's beautiful. Ready to go? Huh. And there's nobody around. It's great. Welcome to Joshua Tree.
Joshua Tree National Park Visitor Center parking lot. It's pretty packed.
It is.
And it's a Monday. And it's a Monday. A ton of people here.
Oh my goodness. I wouldn't have thought it was like this at all.
Not with this weather being this cold.
I know.
So check it out. Now we're driving through Joshua Tree National Park. There's just a big loop.
Scenic drive.
Scenic drive loop.
We're Joshua Tree. We're taking pictures.
We're going on a little hike to the Barker Dam. So it's a little 1 mile hike one way. So.
There's these rocks everywhere.
Yeah, people are climbing them.
Yep.
So.
Scary. Take a picture.
Up on top. Yeah.
Look at on top.
Yeah,
on top.
I see him. I see him.
It looks like a kid.
Yeah, it does.
It's a dinosaur egg. It is amazing. Look at that. Okay, so every place we've ever been, they're always different.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird?
Mm-hmm.
Cholla cacti, the jumping cactus, the way that they're put together, they fall apart real easy. So people always think that they're kind of jumping at you, and what it is the wind just takes them and knocks them off.
And if you get one of these needles in you, apparently it's a big deal trying to get it back out.
Jumping Cholla or teddy bear Cholla?
Why aren't the Joshua trees out here?
Because that's a very good question. Joshua trees belong to the Mojave Desert.
Oh.
And we are in the transition zone between the Colorado Desert and Mojave Desert.
So it's just like the...
it's like the border.
Atmosphere is different for them then,
It's the elevation.
The elevation. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're
So
not...
they just can't come across
No,
because they
I
just
don't
can't
like-
make
no.
it.
We're lower here than
Yes.
Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
This is the creosote.
Yeah. Oh, here's
There's a little tiny bud there.
yeah. And there's even the lesser ones. That goes into this, and they go into the flower.
This is Bell campsite, and this is supposed to be 35-foot max RVs. Cottonwood campground. on the south end of the park. Basically all these little pull-offs for the big RVs. Yeah, they got some big A's and schoolies and everything else in here.
We are going to Wall Street.
Wall Street Mill.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, because there's a mill. It's supposed to be a mill at the end of the
Yes.
path. A little over a mile. This is on the path. I don't think it's restorable. In 1928, two guys filed a claim on the land. They built a cabin and named the site Wall Street. In 1930, William Keyes filed a milling claim on the site. Keyes completed the bunkhouse, built an outhouse, and transported a two-stamp mill ore crusher to the site. He operated the Wall Street Stamp Mill from 1930 to 1966. He died in 1969. This is the location of a shootout between Worth Bagley and William Keyes in 1943. They were neighbors and they constantly argued about land ownership and the use of the water. According to Keyes, Bagley ambushed him and then Keyes ended up killing him. Keyes was convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 9 years in San Quentin prison.
So hello and welcome everybody to Joshua Tree National Park, and welcome to the beautiful Cap Rock picnic area. I am Ranger Dave. I've worked here in the park for 13 years, and today I'm really excited because I get to come out into the park and talk about Joshua trees, the namesake of the park. Scientific name of a Joshua tree is Yucca brevifolia. So as the name suggests, it's in the Yucca genus, and the brevifolia means short leaf. So every April, Joshua trees bloom, and eventually it'll open and be kind of a fluffy white flower. There's a story about how Joshua trees got their name, and you have to travel all the way back to the 1800s when Mormon settlers were coming across the desert from Utah. And when they entered the Mojave Desert for the first time and saw Joshua trees, they thought a lot of the Joshua trees had two branches, kind of like this one. And they thought the Joshua trees looked like the biblical prophet Joshua with his arms up in prayer or supplication. So they called it Joshua tree, and that name stuck. Those of you who are going to go to the Cholla Cactus Garden, as you're driving to the Cholla Cactus Garden, you're going to go past a campground named Fell Campground. Notice there's Joshua trees all over there. The moment you go past White Tank Campground, there are no more Joshua trees. And part of that is because of an elevation drop. Joshua Tree is famous for being the national park where two deserts meet. These Joshua trees right around here will only branch when there's damage to the growth tip. And the damage to the growth tip can be caused by a perching bird of prey, or insect activity can do it, or a cold frost can do it. We have got one tree in the national park that got 36 feet tall before it ever decided to branch. Right across the road from it is one of the bigger Joshua trees in the national park. So there's an example of that one I'll show you guys. So here we have a Mojave yucca. And you can see the needle is pretty long. And then right over here we have a Joshua tree, and you can see the needle is shorter. Young person in front, what do you notice about this Joshua tree that's different?
It fell over.
There's a little lizard that comes out at night. Anybody know what they call it? Yes, the night lizard. We have a winner over here. Yeah, so North America's smallest lizard is called the night lizard. It's just interesting how one dead Joshua tree and one little hunting lizard can start this whole food web thing. So even a dead Joshua tree that's kind of laying down on the job is still contributing to the overall ecology here at Joshua Tree National Park. Another way Joshua trees reproduce, they clone themselves out of their root.
Wow.
So sometimes if you see a really big Joshua tree and growing right out of the same base, a medium Joshua tree, and out of the same base, a baby Joshua tree, that's usually indication of it cloning itself.
Baby, teenager, mama.
Mountains behind it. It's a different perspective.
Sure is.
Now, if we love our national parks and we appreciate our national parks, what can we do to help our national parks? What do you guys think? Any idea? What can we do to help our national parks? Throw out an idea.
Keep it clean.
Oh my gosh, we've got Keep It Clean. Your idea, ma'am, is the best. I think of all the things we can do, we should be good stewards of the land, we should minimize our impact, and we should leave these places cleaner than when we found them. I am Ranger Dave. Thank you so much for coming out today.
Look what we found, a whole antique pile. Antiques.
You never know what you're going to find in the national park.
So thanks so much for just coming with us to Joshua Tree National Park.